Hey, happy Sunday. How's everybody? Well, I've been MIA for the last few weeks. If you can see behind me, it's a little different view. We moved into our new house. We're almost all moved in. The COVID virus has definitely delayed some furniture being shipped. I mean, some is not even coming till like December, believe it or not. I ordered it, I think, in July. So, anyway, we're going to talk about produce again, okay? It's been a little hectic around here, you could imagine, moving and everything. So, first, I got to say, anybody that ever called Top Cats to get a bill paid or to knows Lenore, she's our office manager. It was her birthday on Wednesday, so I got to say happy birthday to Lenore. She's been with us a long time, and I couldn't do this business without her. So, let's say that right off the top. I have a little good news. On LinkedIn, by and large, I get a lot of, let me back up a little bit. Up until recently, if you weren't in the produce business, I really didn't accept your invitation to connect, only because early on I accepted everyone, and I just got, a lot of financial advisors, and I got a lot of people that really, had nothing to do with the produce business, and I really didn't think there was, any mutual benefit for either of us. Then, like anything else, you get a little more educated, you change your mind, and I started accepting everyone. By and large, most of the people that want to connect are truckers or truck brokers. I want to give you a little hint. If you guys think you're going to click a link and all of a sudden, like, a customer is going to call you, follow it up with a phone call, an email or something. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you got to do a little bit of work. It's not freaking Facebook. So anyway, on that point, I'm looking to increase my truck supplies. I would really appreciate asset-based, but I have a couple of very good brokers, so I'm not opposed to it. But if you've been in this business 6 months, I'm probably not the guy you want to be in. I'm a rough is a bad word, but I kind of like, I know the rates. I know, if you're going to try to make $1,000 on me, it's probably not going to work. So I'm just giving you a little insight. Our motto is we pay fast, we don't pay too much. So, but the market's the market, and I pay the market, sometimes a little less. But more importantly, I am looking for good service. I work 24/7. I expect you to. I want your number, your boyfriend's or girlfriend's number, your wife's number, everybody's number, because if I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning, guess what? You're up at 2 o'clock in the morning. We're going to look for your truck. So that out of the way, if I didn't scare you away, let's go. Let's do some business. I got a lot of irons in the fire, and I got a feeling I'm going to be needing a lot more trucks. And to that end, let me talk about a couple of. We have a mango program that starts in March. It could be up to 5 loads a day. And so obviously that's going to cross out of McAllen area. We have an avocado program that is going to start out of Mexico, I think, in the next couple of weeks. We're just waiting for the boxes to be made. And that started a couple of weeks, and that'll be only 3 loads a week, but then go to 5 loads a week, and then a couple of months down the road to 10 loads a week. So it's it's a good opportunity for trucks. It's a good opportunity for all of us, for farmers, growers, for customers. So if you need avocados, I'm going to make myself known in the avocado business. So that takes care of that. So we've got the mangoes and avocados. And also Nogales, if my clock is right, usually around this time, Nogales squash starts this time of year. And we'll see if that, I keep records, and I advise, this is something I've done for many, many years. If something starts, I put it in my calendar. So whatever the item is, I have it all. I have, squash, green peppers, red peppers, cubes, different sections. And as they start in different areas, I have a date. And you could see, by and large, every year they'll be within a week. Some in the beginning of the week, some at the end of the week, unless there's a big weather factor, and then it can be off a week or two. But by and large, you could, if you build up enough information, you'll, and it really helps for you, some of you people that are new to the produce business. So that's my recommendation. But anyway, squash should start in Nogales right around the 20th. And when I was young in this business, that was a November thing. Then it became an October thing, and now it's a September thing. And I can tell you, it usually starts out high, or starts out low and goes high, starts out high and goes very low very fast. It depends on how much local stuff is around. And that's it. So let's talk about red peppers. East Coast, we're going into well, we just had Rosh Hashanah. Happy New Year to all my Jewish friends. And the next couple of weeks, anybody that hasn't been to New York, I think I mentioned this before, Jewish holidays, the whole city stops. I mean, a Dominican restaurant will not do business in a Jewish holiday. Don't ask me why, but I've been baffled by it for 30, 40 years. So, and I doubt this year is going to change anything. But then again, COVID-19 has changed a lot of things. There's a lot of things that my crystal ball does not pick up, because it's not like it used to be. I'll give you an example, like choice red peppers. Without food service, there's really no demand for choice red peppers. Everybody, is stuck, and that's an item that I move load volume, multiple load volume every week, and skid volume became a factor. But anyway, the deal with the red pepper market is this: there's a lot of hothouse in Mexico and Canada, and that's putting pressure on the elongated variety. Again, back in the day, people either used one or the other or sold both. Now it seems like people will interchange them, whatever's cheaper per pound. You have 11 pounders from $6 to $8 FOB, and you have 15-pound reds at they're quoting 14, but 12 is probably the right price, and one's going to affect the other. I'm going to have a few good ads this week. I think for a large 15-pounder, the stuff is really outstanding. I told you these peppers are the best of the year, and I would expect them to continue that way. I think. Sorry, I had to tell everybody to be a little quiet because different house. I used to lock them up. I used to lock them in their closet before I did the video, but now I have to let them out. But so anyway, I think we're gonna, with the past Jewish holiday was an eating holiday. The next Jewish holiday, which is not this week, but not until next Sunday or Monday, is the fasting holiday. So that really puts a damper on demand into the New York area. But the rest of the country shouldn't see that. But we'll keep an eye on that. But I just think it's going to be. I think that there's a downward pressure on the red pepper market. Green pepper, on the other hand, is still the people coming at me with two hands, and we had them beautiful in California. If you got them earlier in the week, I took a lot of orders. But if you waited till the end of the week, they dried up pretty. They dried up pretty fast. Roma tomatoes. What I tell you last week, 2 weeks after Labor Day. Well, it took about 10 days after Labor Day, and the market got moving early. I don't know, it's just the way it works out. Always has, always will. I just really believe that the local stuff gets out of the way and people get back into the Mexican. So demand picks up and that's it. Cukes were a good item last week, and I think this week they're going to come off their highs. In fact, I know they're going to come off their highs. Again, I think this is all demand related. And again, COVID-19 has thrown me a lot of curveballs this year, so it's a little tough to predict demand. I'm usually pretty good at it, but you know, can't. And what else? What else do I have to say? Roma tomatoes, red cubes. Oh, I forgot kabocha squash. I'll have about 40 loads of kabocha squash. Again, I could load them in El Paso or here in McAllen, and that'll be a fall deal. Kabocha is a real good item for me. It should be a good item for you. So if you need kabocha, avocados, and mangoes, those are Paulie's Best. We have a few different labels depending on the item. I'd love to service you. You remember, you get them when you're hot. You take them when they're not. And when it comes to peppers, some people have them prime time. Some people have them sometimes. I have them all the time. And when they have no time for you, call me anytime. It'd be my pleasure to serve you. And I think that's it for this week. I will get back into reading up on my produce, all the current events, and speak to you. Or maybe I'll give you a produce story before I go. I don't know if many people know this, but when I was a street buyer in the Hunts Point Market, I bought for a company called Top Tomato, and I've mentioned them before. 7 stores, but seven monster stores. Like, supermarkets today you couldn't imagine, have a retail store that sold a load of mangoes in a week. That's right, a load of mangoes, 4,000 boxes of mangoes in a week. So you can imagine the volume we did. And I told you once before, like on 4th of July week, I remember that 4th of July week, I was the fruit buyer. I bought like 22,000. That's my average nightly. 7 stores, remember this. 22,000 packages a night was my average. That was just fruit. That's not counting the vegetables. So again, but I was thinking, I haven't bought fruit in a long time. Like people now are asking me because of Dennis passing away. A lot of his customers, use lemons and citrus, and I haven't sold that stuff in 20 years, 30 years. So it's amazing. When I was a fruit buyer, but when I went into the FOB side of this business, I just did vegetables. But it's amazing to me. When I go to these different markets and I see the prices of apples and grapefruits and oranges, and everything is $20, $30, $40, and $50. I have to give you I'm going to give you a little, like, I'm going to show my age now. I used to buy 56 size grapefruits for $5. That's not $5 FOB. I used to buy them for $5. I mean, we used to sell them. We used to put grapefruits on sale 10 for $1, just like as a lost leader. Oranges, I paid $9, $10 on sun-kissed oranges. Pears. I mentioned this once before. I put those stores on sale with Red Delicious apples, thinking I was going to buy New York State Red Delicious, and Prevor Meyerson. I'll never forget this. Guy who's passed away this past year, dear friend of mine. It was just when we switched from regular storage to controlled atmosphere, and they had 10 loads that missed the boat. They used to do a lot of export. It had 64 size Washington Extra Fancy Red Delicious. Okay, $6. Could you just imagine that? 40 pounds of apples, $6. I literally took a load a day, 7 stores, a load a day, because that was, people would go to the store, I forgot what they were probably on sale for like 3 pounds for $1. And, you average 64 size Washington Extra Fancy, Red Delicious, 3 pounds for $1. People just ate them up. So that's a little produce history. I really love this business. I don't know if you can see it in my face or hear it in my voice, but there's so many great people and stories in this produce business, and I'm going to share them with you. So until next time, remember, I love you. I love the produce business. Anybody want to come to Mission, Texas, come and visit me in my new house. It's pretty nice, I have to say. I'm not going anywhere. I told my wife is much younger than me. I told her, bury me in the back of the yard, because I'm not moving ever again. Too stressful. Okay, love you, love the produce business. Take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye.